So you deleted social media, now what? I can't stand these cute little Asian girls. These cute little Asian girls with their little YouTube videos, man. There's so many of them. There's so many. They're like a colony, people, man. Maybe it's just because I'm and I can't understand facial differences in foreigners, but they all look the same, and they're all so cute, and I just want to pick them up and cuddle them and kiss them and fucking slap them around a little bit. But no, she deleted social media. That's good. I like that. I have had a lot of compulsions, let's call it, in my life, okay? Alcohol, that's my favorite, still to this day. Alcohol and nicotine were the two big ones that I loved the most. I still love them the most, you know? Alcohol, nicotine, marijuana, and jerking off, okay? I've had problems with all four of those things at some point in my life. And the one I've had since the longest, but the one I've had since childhood, really, was YouTube. It was a real problem for me, man. Videos in general. I can never really make it on Twitter because I just threaten to kill people on that app because it makes me so angry, and then I get deleted over and over again. I do have one now, though, which I use mostly for bitching at YouTube, being horny, and politically extreme. That's what I use Twitter for nowadays. Also subscribe to my Substack, since I'm linking myself. That's where you get the real me. That's where you get the best shit, the best uncensored shit, and all my actual thoughts and opinions that I can say without having to bleep every other sentence. Substack is fantastic. If you're going to use a social media, I would say use Substack, man. It's where all the true intellectuals hang out. All the intellectuals and everyone who came from iFunny, apparently. Which I wasn't on. I was never on iFunny. I just don't even think I was aware of it for some reason. You think I would have been, knowing me. I remember when I was in middle school, Instagram, everyone was on Instagram and Snapchat. Those were the two big ones. I just thought it was so gay. Like, I refused to engage in it from a very young age because I just thought it was so gay is the only word I can describe. Self-absorbed, maybe? Like posting pictures of themselves every other day, once a week. I don't know, it was like something you had to have in order to have a social life. And so I just chose to not have a social life. Because it was so humiliating to me. I don't know. When people black pill these days, I just made a video making fun of people who film themselves sitting in front of a camera and bitching about how society is broken and how unhappy they are with their lives and nothing's fair and I don't care about anything, but I'm still gonna post a YouTube video and make people watch it and make me feel good, you know? It's like that type of shit. But the reason people feel like that is in large part because of social media and how it's changed the world that we live in. Third spaces are much more rare now than they used to be. I was going to say they're non-existent, but I'm sure they exist if you know where to look for them. Humans are pretty dumb animals. Like, we're smart, obviously. The best of us are pretty smart, but the rest of us are pretty stupid. And people are very caught up in their own time period. They think that the world they live in now is reality and they can't see outside of it. Like, one of the things that drives me the most crazy is people who think that relationships and friendships and romance is something that you can do online. Like, they think that texting someone and like pouring their heart out via texting is how people are supposed to engage in love, and then they complain about the dating world not working. Like, dude, think about how boring that is. Think about, like, romance is excitement. That's the whole thing, right? It's, you want to be, if you're a woman, you want to be swept off your feet, and if you're a man, you want a sweet little angel who you can love and kiss and take care of and fuck thoroughly. And you can't have sex over the internet. You can't get excited over the internet. Over texting even. None of that shit works. Here's some dating advice from me, Mr. Relationship Expert. Keep that shit to an absolute minimum. The only reason you should ever be texting a girl you're interested in is to try and set something up. Hey, you want to hang out, okay? Because if you text her more than that, she'll start thinking you're a desperate little and she'll be right, because you probably are. Having a life is how you get a girlfriend, frankly. But no, social media and how it fucks up your life, man. Fucked up my life. It was like the biggest coping mechanism I had, right? Just for the discomfort I felt as a child because of my traumatic childhood. I had a traumatic childhood, so I retreated to my iPod and just watched YouTube videos all day, every fucking day for like 4 or 5 years, man. And oh man, it was so bad. It just became what I did, dude. And then you wonder why you're antisocial. Why it's like, no. Stuff like that happens to people, and then once you become an adult, you have two choices. All right, we live in a fucked up world. You have two choices once you become an adult. Yourself and save yourself a whole lot of trouble and pain and misery, or you can take some responsibility and start trying to fix that shit. Because humans is like, yeah, all right, we're special, magical little creatures placed on Earth by God. I believe that, but we also have an operating system, for lack of a better, not for lack of a better term, that is the better term. Human beings have an operating system, and I'm not a computer math number guy, all right? I don't know how to code, but I do know what the phrase garbage in, garbage out means. And that means if you put garbage into a system, you're gonna get dog shit, vomit, garbage shit out of it. Okay? So once you turn 18, you're now a sentient human being in the eyes of everyone, except a sentient human being in the eyes of everyone except women who've hit the wall and now think that you're still a child and men who want to fuck you are. But that's a different conversation. You're a sentient human being once you turn 18, and if you to yourself with social media your entire childhood, you do have an obligation to fix that, because the alternative is hell. Hello? How's it going? I'm sorry, I had to talk to my mommy because I love her, and I'm her little boy. I'm her sweet little boy, and now I lost my train of thought. Something about how social media, once you become 18, you have a responsibility to yourself. I was talking about the Charles Carroll of MDE fame.
Dicks and that's like I just can't think of anything weirder, and I could never relate to it. I'm seeing another guy's dick. I don't know, I mean, unless dicks turn me on, but they don't.
Likes to talk about how everyone's been and he's just right. It's one of those things that's very esoteric and kind of strange to hear when you first hear it. But he's absolutely correct, man. The effects of are demoralization, taking the power away from an individual, making them feel helpless and useless, making their mind a mess. By that definition of we've all been raped. Well, maybe not all of us. I was I raped myself. I spent a decade holding myself down in a dark alleyway, just going at myself, you know, thinking it was harmless, thinking, fuck yeah, thinking doing that over and over again for months and years on end was completely harmless and wouldn't have repercussions in my older years. I was wrong. One of the best examples of that is I graduated high school, man. I graduated grade 12 Canadian high school, functionally illiterate and unable to write. And what I mean by that is not that I couldn't read technically and that I couldn't write technically, but what I mean by that is in practice I could not. I remember I opened the book 1984.
George Orwell's book, 1984.
A book that I had hoped to read in my fucking 12 years of school. They don't let you read 1984 in school. What they make you read is To Kill a Mockingbird 3 fucking times. Holy shit, dude. But anyway, so I opened up 1984 to try and read that book because I like reading because I'm not illiterate, okay? And I realized I was actually illiterate. I couldn't focus on the book for more than one page at a time. And I was trying to take notes to like just practice writing and thinking and all that because I truly felt like my brain was mush after 12 years in the education system like that. And I could barely write, man. Like it was like, I didn't know where the commas went. I didn't know how to spell way too many words. Like maybe I'm just outing myself as a dumbass here, but
niggas caught me slipping once, okay, so
what caused that was a mix of the education system being purposefully bad. The goal of the education system is not to make you intelligent and give you a better life for the future. It's to rape you and make you fucking miserable and useless and want to kill yourself. That's what school does to anyone who has a soul. That's a bit of an exaggeration, but you know what I mean. When I say I'm angry, when I say I got a lot of hate in my heart, man, that's the shit I'm talking about. I pissed 12 years of my fucking life down the drain in that piece of shit. Oh my god, that block-ass prison with a bunch of running around, screaming and hooting and hollering like goddamn monk. I don't want to make this. I wasted 12 years of my life in that fucking shithole institution, and I couldn't even fucking read or write by the time I got out of it, dude. So yeah, I am a little angry. I am a little angry that 12 of my best years, with the years that are supposed to be the happiest, the most energetic, the most beautiful, your fucking childhood. Yeah, I'm pretty upset that pissed away for nothing, pissed away for the opportunity to get to go to school, to get a job that I hate. And man, I hate it. There's people, there's some little island kid, there's some island kid my age who can't read, he can't write. Actually, that's not true. If we want the island kid, let's pick a Caribbean island. I don't care. There's a guy like me who never went to school. Maybe he did some counting coconut math when he was a little boy, all right? And he learned to write in his gibberish language when, I don't know, the 4th grade, however old that is. Never did anything else, man. Now he's probably surfing on Cancun Island or some shit, just having a blast. He's probably got a hot girlfriend. He's probably just hanging out. There's a thought going between his goddamn eyes, man. Nothing happening. Really, like, who's better off? That guy whose life is beautiful, or me, who got fucked for 12 years? Yeah, I'm pretty angry about it, man. I'm pretty angry about that. Let's try and keep this on topic though. I was trying to talk about social media. I mean, we've all seen the videos of these brain-rotted people, right, running around. I guess I'll say there's the overt examples of social media ruining people and destroying everything. Like you see those clips of these just stupid, just so dumb. These girls, it's usually girls who are just like that, although I'm sure it gets the guys too. Although it's just that the clips of guys doing it aren't as popular because it's not as frustrating for some reason. But these stupid brain-rotted bimbo bitches running around. It's like, how do we know we don't live in a simulation? Really? And I don't mean a simulation in the cope way that scientists mean a simulation because they're realizing that God is real. I mean a simulation in like, what do you know for certain? Like, what do you actually know for certain that you've seen with your eyes? One of the reasons I disregard science so much is that a study doesn't mean anything. I could prove anything with a study. All it comes down to is verbal gymnastics and like little tricks that you can play, right? To get anytime anyone quotes a scientific study to prove their point, they're lying to you and they're coping. Like, to find two people who are having an honest discussion about a hot button issue and to have them both be able to quote science honestly to each other, you're better off trying to look for a unicorn, man. Nobody ever does that shit when they have a strong argument. That's why I care so little about scientism, right? It doesn't get anywhere. I'm just rambling now. What is this shit? Why do they do everything so weird?